Recording. So today we are going to be talking about making contact with either your prospective prospect or your prospective customer. So yesterday we looked at, we need to do product launches. How do we do product launches? And today we just want to look at inviting people for the presentation. Some of the things I think we've touched on them previously, but I saw this slide and, I liked it so much. This is from your first steps to manager booklet. For those that have read it, some of this information is in that book. So what is it that you need when you are making initial contact with a prospective customer or with a prospective business partner? Or yes. So the first thing is you need to be prepared, which means you need to have your profile ready. In our case, probably your catalog or your flyers about the business opportunity, depending on what are you contacting the person for. So that is this, you need to decide, if I'm going to approach this person, am I contacting them for products? Am I contacting them for the business opportunity? And then you have your marketing material ready, and then you understand what type of tools that you want to use. You plan your words and you smile. I think smiling is one of the things that I've had to learn, and I've started to see that, when you greet people with a smile and you approach them showing positive energy, most of the time you do get a positive response from them. But if you are someone who is always so serious and then you approach people, sometimes they are like, who is this person that is coming to me? What is it that they need? But, as an FBO, always be prepared. When you go out with your flyers, go out with your product catalog, and understand what do you want to do. And then you start approaching the people based on what is it that you're looking for. Make sure that you have presented yourself properly in terms of the way that you addressed and in terms of the energy that you portray when you are talking to people. It's always important. Sometimes we feel like, no, people are not prepared to listen. They ignore me. They are rude. Sometimes our appearance and the energy that we give determine how the person gets to respond to us. Then the second thing, if you are going to be making a call, so this is if you are inviting, we're talking about inviting people. So keep it simple. You are sharing an invitation, not a presentation. So when you make the call, get to the point, keep it brief, be excited. This part I'm not explaining it much because this is something that we have talked about before. Okay, I'm seeing some messages in the chat. I just want to. Okay, all right. I just wanted to see, probably maybe there was someone who couldn't see the slides or something like that. It's Okay. This is something that I've shared before about making the call, so I'm not going to explain that in detail, but we already know when you are calling someone, get to the point, keep it brief, be excited, giving that energy, and then think about what is it that is in it for them, and that's what you approach them with. So if this is someone that is complaining about not having enough time, that's what's in it for them. So when you are inviting them, use that as a selling point. Last time we spoke, you mentioned that you are struggling with finding enough time to spend with your family. I think I found a solution for you, something like that. And remember the objective, which is to invite them to your presentation or your product launch, whatever the case is. So that's what you do when you make the call. Don't call people and keep them on the phone for like 20 minutes, because next time people don't answer your calls. So when you call them, yes, you are excited, but let them know that, you know what, I'm not going to keep you for long. I just wanted to talk about one, two, three, and find out if you are available to attend one of our presentations. So you make the call short. Then today, what we want to focus on is the conversation itself. So what are you going to say when you speak to them? And how do you then contact them? So the first thing is, who do you know? This I will also run through, because we've done this last week, about your who do you know list, which means you have your friends, you have your family, your colleagues, your relatives, everyone that you know. These are the people that we want to start contacting. And you are going to ask yourself, how am I going to contact them? It can be a phone call. Some people, maybe you are sending an email, or it's a text message, or you are meeting them face to face. So, and when you are contacting them, you are contacting them either because you want to invite them for a one-on-one presentation, or you want to share a link to a video that they can watch, maybe direct them to your website for them to make a purchase, or you want to invite them for like a face-to-face, like live launch, where they come through maybe to your house or whatever the venue is. So if it's a business presentation, we spoke about this yesterday, it can be live, it can be online. That is your Zoom, Teams, Skype, whatever you are using. And then you action, so then you get it in place. So the first thing is, if I have identified that the person that I want to invite is my friend, the way I approach them is different from the way I would approach maybe a colleague, for example. Because with our friends, sometimes we are so open with each other. We get to talk. You probably know quite a lot about the person. So you already know what is it that they are looking at. If it's a colleague, maybe, yeah, we know each other, we greet each other, but we are not as close that maybe I know whatever is like bothering them or what they need. So the way we approach people needs to be tailored to our relationship with the person. This is also something that we were talking about in yesterday's 5 a.m. session. Tailor your approach to the people that you are speaking to. So don't use the same approach for everyone, because what will work for your friend might not work for a work colleague. It might not work for your relative, and also depending on what type of a relative is it. If it's my cousin, we are chilled, we can say anything to each other. If I'm approaching my uncle, probably, respect, all of that. The approach has to be tailored to the type of person that you are talking to. Okay. So, how do I start? Let's say I'm sending a message, or I'm making a call. I'm making a call to Heather. Um, what do I say? Hi, H, it's me. How are you? Do you have a moment? They will answer you. Maybe they will say yes, maybe they will say no. If they do say yes, that's great. Then you move on to the next part. And this part is where you want to introduce what is it that you want to talk about. So I have some samples there of what you can say. The first part, you can maybe say, the reason for my call is that I've just started a fantastic business opportunity which attracts open-minded, confident, successful. You are picking a word that the person will relate. So if it's, let's say it's a colleague, or yeah, you can say which attracts successful people, or if you're a friend, you can say it attracts open-minded people, and I immediately thought of you. So what that does is, one, you have shown them that you have started this thing, you are excited about it, and because this project or this business that you have started, you are working with people that are open-minded, confident, and successful. When you tell them that I immediately thought of you, that's a compliment to them. And when someone receives such a compliment, they now interested in understanding what is it that this person is talking about. Why is it that, when they thought of confident, successful, open-minded, they thought of me? So that's your first step when you are contacting someone. When you greet them, show them that you have an opportunity, you are excited about this opportunity, and this opportunity, you are complimenting them by, saying this opportunity attracts women that are in business and they are working towards their goals. It's up to you how you are going to structure it. And you tell them that, you know what, when I saw this, I thought of you. So that gets the conversation started. It also gets your prospect starting to listen to what you have to say. And then, if it's someone that you can, ask them, you said you weren't happy at work. Is that still the case? Because this now is a person that you know what their issues are. If they are not someone that then obviously you can't use that approach, because then you wouldn't know what they are unhappy with. But if it's someone that you do know, you can actually use that approach where you get to ask them questions. And the reason is, when you ask them a question, you want them to respond, and then you want to show them that you have a solution for the issues that they have. So you said that you don't have free time for your family. Is that still the case? Then they are going to say yes, or they are going to say no. Most of the time, it's going to be a yes. And then you can then introduce to say, you know what, I've started a business which I'm really excited about, and I thought about you. It's a huge potential, and I wondered if you would be able to help me with your experience and background. I would really value your help or opinion. Would you like to take a look? So this is an approach that you can use for your colleagues or for people that are mentoring you. I think we call it a chicken list in Forever. Those people that you are scared to contact because you are not sure what their response would be to the business opportunity. Or there are some people that we prejudge and we think they are too good for the opportunity, and you don't know how to approach them. Then you can use the value your help or opinion approach. And that approach is, you are not directly inviting them for a business presentation. You are not telling them that I want you to join my business. What you're saying is, I have started a business. I'm excited about it. And I just thought about you. And this business has potential. And I wanted you to help me maybe take a look at it and let me know what you think. So you have invited them indirectly without telling them to say, I want you to join Forever, or I want you to look at our marketing plan or attend a business presentation. You are approaching them from the place of, because you are my mentor, or because, you know, I look up to you, whatever the case might be. I have started this thing that I'm excited about, but I would also love to just get your opinion on what you think about it. Maybe you tell them there is a meeting that is happening tomorrow. Can you come with me? And I just want to hear what you think about it. So they are going to come to the presentation. They are going to either love it or going to not love it, but you've invited them and you've got them to show up. So that is another approach that you can use for the people that you are too scared to talk to. I've started using that approach. It's sort of working for me better than I would have expected. Then lastly, we have the business approach. So the business approach goes like something like, can I ask you a question? So this is a question that you are asking your prospect or the person that you want to invite. And then you wait for a response. Then the next part would be, if I found a company that was unrivaled in the marketplace, that was booming in its sector, and that was financially stable, and where you and I could be incredibly successful without any risk, would you be interested in looking at it? I have found asking questions gets you further than just saying, I've found a company, it's making money, and you have to join us. And we have health and wellness pro, and we have this and we have that. So you are asking a question. And this approach normally I use with people that I do business with. So you have like business partners outside of forever. Maybe you are doing something else, or you once started a business venture with someone. And those are the people that I use the business approach with. People that are already into business, they are, working in that sector, then I can ask them a question, because people who have tried business, some they have tried and they have tried an opportunity, they have struggled to find customers, or they have tried other companies and the company went down and they lost a lot of money, or they have tried other things and they were not successful and they gave up. So now you are asking them, if I found a company, that is like performing very well in the sector that it is in, it's financially stable, because we know that Forever is debt free and vertically integrated. So it means that, there are no suppliers that are going to come and say, we are here to get our money. If you don't have the money, we are selling your assets and we are taking over. So that means the company is financially stable. And where you could be incredibly successful, and they could be successful because in Forever, we have uncapped income. You are able to work for yourself and determine how much you get based on the value that you put into the business. So would you be interested in looking at it? So now that person wants to learn more. They want to understand, what type of company is this? And, how can I get more information? That's when you finish. So the finishing part would be something like that, where it says to finish. I hope you can see on my screen, where you say, obviously, I don't know if it will be for you or not. Only you can decide that. Let's meet up and I'll show you what it's all about. I'm free Monday or Thursday, which is best for you. Okay. So that is your finishing part for either of these four approaches. Because even if you've said hi Sam, you said you weren't happy at work, is that still the case? And they said yes, you can still use that as a finishing then you schedule a meeting. So to finish the conversation, you finish it by scheduling a meeting, which means you are agreeing on a date, on a time to meet, and a place to meet. Or instead of the obviously, you can then use the approach of, I would like to invite you to take a look at our online video. So the first part was finishing if you are inviting them to meet, you are inviting them for a one-on-one, or you are inviting them for a presentation. The second part is you can invite them to watch the video, the recordings that we have of the business presentation. So you are saying something like, I would like to invite you to take a look at our online video to give you an overview of the company, about the products and how the marketing plan works. When could you watch it? You end there. Okay. Then you wait for them to reply. I think this is something our leaders always tell us. If you are going to share a video, you don't just say, I would like to invite you to watch our online video, and then you send it. No, you ask them when they would be able to watch the video. They are going to reply to you. They need to reply with you with a date and a time that they are going to watch it. So they'll probably say, you know what, I'm busy throughout the week because I'm going to work. I think I'll be able to watch it on Saturday. Maybe, yeah, I'll watch it on Saturday. And then you ask, I know there's not much detail there. You can ask them, so if I call you on Friday, sorry, they say they are watching it on Saturday, right? So you can say, if I call you on Saturday, uh, maybe 3 p.m., would you have watched the video? Then they will probably say yes. And then you make sure that on Saturday, 3 p.m., you are calling them to check if they've watched the video and what is it that they think about the video. Okay. I know I talk a lot and I go on and on and on. So just let me know in the chat if we are together, if we are following. If you would just like to make a comment on the approaches, which one have you used and does it work for you? Has it worked? Which one do you want to try out next? So we have 4 different approaches and we have 2 ways of finishing, either by inviting to the presentation or by inviting them to watch the video. And then be careful of the video that you are going to share. What I've noticed is, one, people don't want to watch videos that go forever. So you don't want to send them a 1 hour video because they are most likely not going to watch all of it. Find a video that is short enough but still has the information that they need. So the video must be focused on the business. What is the business? The products that you have and the marketing plan. And it must be short, long enough that it has all the information, but short enough that it's not going to take up their time. Because if you open a video and it says 1 hour, I guarantee you most of the time they don't watch all of it. So find a video 10 to 15 minutes that they can quickly, go through, but it does give them all the details. So I know that we always have our recorded presentations where we have all those long testimonies about people who have achieved this and they have achieved that and that. But when you are sharing a video with a prospect, I would recommend that you find one that focuses less on they achieved this and this and this and that, and just focuses on the business itself so that it is short enough for them to watch and still understand what is it that you are trying to share with them. Okay. um we are running out of time. Okay. um for those that are interested in products, I don't know how to, let me do this. I want to go back before I had all of this. Um, okay. For those that are interested in products, you can then use the health benefits part. I know you're committed to maintaining or improving your health, and I've just come across an amazing product which I think will help you. Can I stop by and show you what I've got? So probably this is a friend or someone you know where they stay. You can just meet up with them, show them a few products. Of course, you don't carry all the products. You can go with a few samples and maybe your catalog. So this is for the people that you wish to share the products with, people that you think are more of consumers than business people. But, through sharing the products, through using the products, you will always find people that are also interested in the business side, because once someone uses the products and they are happy with their results, they are also going to be interested in the business opportunity side. Okay, I'm going to just quickly rush through some of the different ways to engage with people if you are calling them. The first thing is, remember we said you have to be in a hurry. So it's hello. First I find out, is it a good time? Or hi, do you have a minute to chat? Or hi, can I chat to you for a second? The way you approach them, remember, like we said, will depend on the relationship you have with the person. Then the second thing, I've got an idea I want to share, or I just started doing some work with an amazing company and wanted to share with you, or it's I just started a new business and wanted to run it past you. So remember, we said the run it past you, this is for our chicken list. They started an amazing company and wanted to share it with you. Probably could be for friends and family, and stuff like that. And then the third thing we said, not sure if it's for you or not sure if it's right for you. It gets them curious, it gets them more interested. And then thought of you because you are 1, 2, 3, 4. Depends on how you want to compliment them. So we are just summarizing everything that we were talking about. Let me move this side because now I can't see my screen. Okay. And then the fifth thing is we said, not sure if it's for you, but I know it can give you 1, 2, 3 more income, work-life balance, time, freedom. This is for people that you know what they are struggling with. And then we said, all I want to do at this stage is share information with you, and you will know whether there's something here for you, or all I want to do is get some information in your hands and you get a feeling if it's right to you. Listen, just want you to have a look at some information and you can decide if there's anything here for you. So these are just samples of what you can say when you are making the call. Then you can tell them what you want them to do. Either you are getting together for coffee so that you can show them. It will take us 20 minutes. And remember, we spoke about time yesterday. People are busy, people have so much to do. Don't invite them for a 1 hour meeting for coffee, because they will probably tell you they are not available. So try and minimize the presentation, cut off the unnecessary stuff so that you don't take up too much. So put a 20-minute call in your calendar and I'll take you through some information online. This is if you're doing it via Teams, or you can share your website or a short video with the people. Then yeah, these are just, let me just see. Do we have any comments in the chat? Any questions in the chat? Oh, I think I've moved I've moved too much. Any comments? Anyone wants to share with us? Did you learn something? True, long videos are a turn off, definitely. And we have a lot of videos that are so long. We are sharing 40-minute video, 1 hour videos. People are not watching that. So I have some example text messages there. I don't know, maybe I should take a screenshot and then I can share it in the group for those that would like to. Let's see. Can I take a screenshot? I'm just trying to take a screenshot. I'll share it in the group for those that maybe want to copy the message and edit it to suit their prospects. I will share it in the group. Okay. Any comments, any questions? Nothing in the chat. Let me end the recording.